Hey guys, welcome to this video. Today we are going to study about multiple inheritance. So what is multiple inheritance? In multiple inheritance, a child class must have two or more parents. So if a child class have two or more parents, then it is known as multiple inheritance. Okay guys, let's take an example. Let's declare a class. Let's say class A. We have a private data member A and public member function void into take input in our data member A. See how let's prompt the user to enter a value. Enter A. Okay, let's see. Yes, we have input the value in our data member A. Okay, let's create another function void, let's say out to show the value. See out the value of A is, let's display the value of A and of 11. Okay, let's define another class B, class B private. This class we also have a private data member, let's say int B, and public member function void input to input the value in our B data member of this class. Let's say prompt the user to enter a value. Enter B in our B data member. Okay, let's create another function to display the value of B. So cout the value of B is B and the no. Okay guys, we have to create our output function void output. This is our output function, and we will display the value of our B data member. Okay guys, let's create another class, declare another class. Let me scroll down a bit. Class C, in this class we are making some mistake here. This is our class B and this is our class C. Okay, good. Let's set also have a private data member int c and public. Okay, we have for multiple inheritance. What is multiple inheritance? When a child class have more than one parents. Now let's this our child class C publicly inherit class A and we have to put comma here, and second parent of this class is class B. So our class have two parents, class A and class B. So this is multiple inheritance. Our child class C have more than one parents. So when a child class have more than one parents, then it is known as multiple inheritance. Okay, let's define a function here to input the value of C. Void, let's say the name of our function is get. Let's from the user. Okay, here we'll create the object of our C class. So we have to call of both of these public function, input and in function of our two parent classes. Let's call this function here. Write the name of our class. The name of our class is A, and then scope resolution operator, then our in function. Let's the name of our class, second parent class, that is B, and then our input function. Okay, let's now prompt the user to enter the value of C. Enter C. Scene and then our C data member. Okay, let's create another public function void, and the name of function, let's say display function. And here we have to call our out function, display the value of A, and also we have to call output function to display the value of B. And here we will display the value of C. So the value of C is display the value of C, insertion operator, and end of line. Why I call these two functions here? Because I will create the object of our child's class C, and using that object we will call these. We will be able to call this function void get and void display. And when we call these function, the function in parent classes will also be called, because we are calling these function in the definition of this function. So in this way we can, with the object of this child class, we can enter values in our data member that exist in our parent classes, class A and B. we are able to access these function in our child class because both of these input and output are public function. See, they are public function, so we can access our public data members and member function in our child class. That is why we are able to access them here. Okay guys, now let's create the object of our child class C. So let's create the object of our child class C. Let's say obj, then obj dot, we have to call our get function. Obj dot our display function. Okay, let's execute this program. It will take some time, be patient. Enter A 10, B 20, C 30. So value of A is 10, B is 20 and C is 30. Notice, by creating the object of our derived class C, we are able to input values in our parent class data members and display the value of our parent class data members A and B. So as we know that our program execution always starts from main function. So first I have created the object of my class C, and then using, so this is our C class C. So using that object I am calling my get function, so the control will directly jump here in the definition of this. Here we are calling this in function of our class A, so the control will directly jump to the definition of this in function here. And here it will prompt the user to enter the value of A, and user will enter the value of A. After execution, when the control will come here, after the execution of this function, the control will jump back to the previous location here, and it call the input function of class B, so the control will directly jump on the definition of this input function of class B, and it will prompt the user enter B, so the user will enter the value of B. And then after that the control will again come here. After the execution of this input function, the control will jump back here, and it will prompt the user to enter the value of C, and the user will enter the value of C. After that this function gets executed completely, and the control will jump back on this in our main function here, and it will display call of the display function, so the control will jump back on the definition of this display function. And here we are calling the out function of our class here, so the control will directly jump on the definition of this out function, and it will display the value of A. Similarly, then we are calling our B class output function, so the in our B class control will jump on the definition of this output function, and it will display the value of B. And then after that we are displaying the value of C, and it will display the value of C. So by creating the object of our child class, we are able to input in the value of our data member A, B that exist in our parent class, and these functions are accessible here in child class because we are using public inheritance, and these functions are public and they will be accessible in our child class because they are public. If they are private, we cannot access these functions. Let's write private here. So now see, this function is inaccessible. Why? Because it is a private function. So in order to access this function in our child class, we have to write public here. So public data members and member functions are accessible in our child classes. Now the error goes away. So what is multiple inheritance? When a child class have more than one parent, then it is known as multiple inheritance. So write the name of child class, then colon, and then access specifier, and the name of class, parent class, then a comma and access specifier, and then the name of our second parent class. Okay guys, this is it for this video. Thanks for watching. If you have any query, you can ask in the comment section of this video. Thanks for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe my channel. Goodbye.